So, this is going to be a different kind of video. I found this video, college kids react to top 10 highest grossing horror movies of all time. Now, I am a big horror fan. I haven't seen all of horror movies to exist, but I have seen a good amount of them, like, the classics, like The Exorcist, Silence of the Lambs, Psycho. And yeah, I figured it'd be fun to go through this video and make fun of college kids and, just see what the highest grossing horror movies are.
Today we're going to be looking at 10 of the highest grossing horror scary movies of all time in the US.
Oh my god, I'm so excited.
No.
Oh my god, LOL.
I'm excited though because I feel like I have a really good general idea of horror and like the history of horror. So I think I'll be alright.
So you ready to get spooked?
This guy's me.
Spoopy. We made an overhyped movie. It wasn't that great.
Thank you. Yeah, I was about to say, in Chapter 2, it was disappointing. It was, the first one was obviously better, and, the second one, it's essentially a remake. They do a lot of flashbacks with the kids, and, it's just a lot of, it's a long movie, too. And it just wasn't scary, too. It had no suspense in it. Just killed the horror aspect of it. Yeah, there's no way, it made more money than the first. I wouldn't put it towards the top. I would put it, lower half.
Somewhere between sight.
The Exorcist is a fucking great horror movie. It might be my favorite horror movie. It's ever since I bought it on Blu-ray, it's just been the most rewatchable horror movie for me for some reason. I just really connect with it, the atmosphere. It's very creepy. It's a good movie. It's great. It's a great movie.
Oh, I heard this was based off a true story. That's why it's
another world. The world.
Anyways, what she was saying is it is loosely based on a true story. I think it was either in Washington, D.C. or some other state, whatever. But there was a kid that, there was claims that he was possessed by a demon. And skeptics were saying, no, he was suffering from mental illness. And, that's what I like about The Exorcist, the movie, is, they have that discussion of, because they don't know if this girl is really possessed or has a mental illness. And it's just I like it because it has those compelling conflicts in it, and it's really cool.
This was my very first horror film. To me, I think
Your very first horror movie? Man. Yeah, if I had kids and I was gonna introduce them to horror movies, I wouldn't let this be the first horror movie. I mean, it's not extreme. I mean, it's pretty extreme in some parts. It's very extreme in one part, but
The Exorcist.
The
Exorcist has
Exorcist.
to be a big one because that's just one of those household scary movies, I think. But this whole list is gonna be like that.
The Exorcist has great cinematography. Just looking at certain shots, I swear, each frame from the movie can be a painting or just its own picture. Every frame of The Exorcist is just amazing.
Put it at 3.
Ghosts.
Ooh, Ghostbusters.
Wait, hold on. Hold on a minute. Why'd they put Ghostbusters on this list? Ghostbusters isn't a horror movie, really. I mean, it is a horror movie in a way. It's kind of like Poltergeist. A mix of Poltergeist with sci-fi kind of. I don't know. That's weird. I've always considered Ghostbusters a sci-fi comedy. You know what I mean? It's never been a comedy horror or a horror movie to me. I don't know. That's weird. It kind of irritates me that they put this on here.
It's interesting because I wouldn't necessarily consider this a scary movie.
Thank you. Someone's actually thinking.
See, this is having way too much fun for a scary movie.
See, yeah, it's people are why the fuck did you put this on here?
6.
I mean, I bet it made quite a bit of money back, but
There's a ghost in my house.
I don't know, maybe like
Lies
midway.
Beneath. I don't know if I've seen this.
What lies beneath? I have
Never
not
seen
seen
this
this.
With a girl.
Man, it
who
kind of
kills
looks
you.
like a
This
cheesy
looks
slasher
really good.
movie. This movie is one of the top grossing horror movies of all time? Really? I don't even hear about this movie.
Put it at number 10.
I'm gonna put it at like 10.
This shark.
Jaws.
I think this is either 1 or 2.
See, now this is a movie that I would consider horror. You know, it's one of those movies where it blends genres. You know, what is Jaws? Is it a drama? Is it a thriller? Is it an adventure? Is it a horror? I consider it horror because you know, big old fucking shark eating people. That's eating dogs and little children. That's pretty horrible.
Horror films up here. Jaws has to be way up there. They've
Jaws,
got Universal Ride,
I
they've
know
done
for
so many
sure.
sequels.
Shut up, dude. I know for sure Jaws made a ton of money. I mean, I think it was the first movie to make $100 million. I mean, it was the first blockbuster. And yeah, it had to have made like a shit ton of money.
Okay, I'm gonna put it at 3 because I know that's like a classic too.
I'll put it at 3.
Ooh, The Sixth Sense. Of course.
6 cents.
Oh,
Yeah.
This was such a big twist.
I know this movie must have made a lot of money because it was one of those big movies that came out in '99.
I should watch this. It's on Netflix. I should watch it again.
Is it still on Netflix?
This one
I
was
should
creepy,
rewatch it. You know, I do remember watching this movie as a kid. I didn't watch it as much as Jaws. Like, I would watch Jaws all the time. Even though I was, like, afraid of it, I would still watch it. And I remember seeing The Sixth Sense when I was little, and certain parts really freaked me out, I remember. Especially that part where the kid, he would see that the ghost of the other kid, and he had, like, some wound in the back of his head. I remember that really freaked me out as a kid. Like, I probably shouldn't have been watching it at that
What a
time.
freaking twist, dude. That was like one of the biggest twists in cinematic history.
Yeah,
It's
don't
definitely
ruin
one
it.
of those like quotable
You know
movies.
that guy was just like, I just want to fucking spoil it for all of you.
I'm gonna put it at number 1.
Hello, Michael.
Halloween.
Oh, the
Halloween.
2018 one?
See, I'm surprised on the movies that
Do that
are
well?
appearing on this
I
list.
didn't-
Yeah, I didn't see this movie when it came out in theaters. I kind of skipped it. I saw it like a year later, and yeah, it was just kind of mediocre. One of the writers for the movie is Danny McBride. Is that his name? Yeah, the comedian. He was from like Pineapple Express, and I'm just thinking, I'm like, who the fuck let that guy write a Halloween movie? Like, his humor just does not fit the fucking style of Halloween, like, at all.
I never really understood what was scary about stuff like this. Like, you just walk away.
What do you mean just walk away? He'll still keep walking after you.
I love Halloween. That's one of those like ones that like I hear the music and I'm like, yeah.
Do you really love Halloween? Or do you just love that Halloween? See, it's confusing now because they're both called Halloween. If you'd be like, hey, I love Halloween, first off, we're going to be like, oh, you love the holiday? And they'll be like, no, I mean, I love the movie. And then they'll be like, which one? And they'll be like, oh, there's another movie called Halloween? And I'll be like, yeah.
Scary movie.
Scary, okay.
Mix between
See, it's really starting to bug me. The types of movies they're putting on here. I remember earlier in the video they were saying how they were gonna show different subgenres of horror. It's just, I don't know. The Scary Movie, it's not a horror movie. I mean, yeah, it's like based in horror, but like it's not meant to scare you. You know what? I'm gonna skip towards the end and just see what the list turns out to.
In And the number 10 spot is What Lies Beneath.
Oh my
I knew
gosh.
it.
Okay, that was my first guess.
Yeah, that's the lowest. It Chapter 2 must
Damn.
be right above
Okay,
it.
So number 9 is Scary Movie.
I was scared
Oh,
movie.
scary movie.
I swapped that.
Not surprised.
Number 8 is Halloween.
Oh, I put Halloween at number 9. So that gives me a point.
Yeah, not surprised by that either. Alright,
Number
It Chapter 2.
7 is Get Out.
Oh, what? Get Out?
I really thought that that'd be a lot higher. I almost even snuck that at number 1.
What?
I knew it made quite a bit of
Oh, I
money,
thought
but
that was number 1.
Oh, I was way off. That's gonna shit up.
Number 6 is It Chapter 2.
there it is.
My list is.
See, I knew it was like
completely
maybe
wrong,
middle
but
section.
It's okay.
The Exorcist, number 5. Let's see.
Number
Say it.
5 is The Exorcist.
I'm a fucking genius. Sixth Sense, number
Four
4.
is Ghostbusters.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's oh, I got that right.
I wonder how much
Hit that
Ghostbusters
out of
made.
the
I'm actually
nose.
curious now.
So that like children can watch it too.
Number 3,
Number 3
Sixth
is
Sense.
Jaws.
Oh
Oh.
my gosh, I'm
Okay.
killing the game.
So number 1 is It,
Okay, I
and
got
2
that
is
right.
Sixth
Jaws
Sense.
number 2.
Number 2 is The Sixth Sense.
Yep.
My initial.
Yeah, I knew the Sixth Sense
And
was like one of
finally,
those
at number
big
1
ones.
Is It.
It.
Well, I made a good, at least.
See, I knew like it was like
Yeah.
it broke
Yeah.
records, man.
I'm pretty sure it's 10 points. Dude, I freaking know horror movies.
You beat Tori.
No, you don't. Alright, so I'm going to end it right there. I'll just conclude by saying that that's actually a really good horror film. It actually rejuvenated, like, my fandom of horror. And now, like, I want to watch, like, every horror movie now because of it. You know, I had always been watching horror movies up until that point. Don't get me wrong. It's just, when that came out, it was just like, whoa, it really hit me in the face and showed me what horror can be. And, like, you know, it's a really good story, too. And I love Stephen King's stories, too. I wish they had done, like, traditional horror movie instead of, like, you know, Ghostbusters comedy horror, Halloween, the 2018 Halloween. That's kind of a comedy horror if you think about it. Scary Movie, I like that movie. I mean, I love Scary Movie 1, 2, and 3. Those are like the best ones. And Scary Movie, I grew up with that one. I first watched that when I was like 10. It's one of my favorite comedies, and it just doesn't belong on this list. But it's whatever. It's a video. Well, anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed this. It was kind of fun going through here and poking fun at people and seeing what the list turned out to be. Comment down below what your favorite horror movie is. I'd be interested to know. Anyways, thank you for watching this video. If you liked it, be sure to hit that like button on the way out. And I will see you guys later.